Internet, thanks for clicking on the thumbnail, or however you join me here on my channel, where we do crosswords and other fun puzzles and games. Today we've got the Los Angeles Times Friday Crossword, posted on August 8th, 2025. The constructor is Jess Rux, and the editor is Patty Verrill. I'm John Appleseed, your host here, and let's get into the puzzle. One across is blush wine. I think that's a rosé. Rosé and blush, I think, are synonymous. One down is high point of hospitality. Rooftop bar might fit. I'm not sure. Two down is my bad. Oops. My mistake, my bad, my B. Three down, norm, could be standard, abbreviated STD. Four down, whatever expressions, might be eye rolls. Whatever kind of extended, like you might say kind of sarcastically. 13 across, loot is booty. 16 across, 3D film with a question mark. Maybe a film that has 3 Ds in the title. Deep something, not sure. 19 across, buffoons. Oafs might fit there. 22 across, Harry, Adam's cousin. Cousin It on the Addams Family, I think, was Harry. 16 down, blank dare, could be do I dare. 13 down, sausage that may be boiled in beer. Beer spelled the German way. Maybe a bratwurst. German sausage might be boiled in beer, I guess. I guess that's one way to prepare them. One down, high point of hospitality. I think that is rooftop bar. Fits with the letters we've got so far. Drop dead something. 17 down, Karenina of literature is Anna Karenina, a book I read in high school English. 20 across, some ER pros, professionals, be registered nurses. 5 down, gum balls. Not sure. 5 across, howling canine. A wolf? Maybe. 14 across, geometry calculation. Could be the area. You can calculate that in geometry. 6 down, nonprofit domain. The internet domain used by a nonprofit would be .org. 7 down, nocturnal cat. Is it Leo, the constellation? It has a question mark indicating a little bit of a joke. 8 down, seed money investor. An angel investor, or is seed indicating something to do with agriculture? Yeah, maybe a farmer. A farmer would invest in seed money. That fits with wolf. For howling canine, what's the difference between a canine and a lupine? Maybe lupine is a subset of canine. I'm going to try Leo, the constellation, Leo the lion, so that would be a nocturnal cat, I guess you might see in the night sky. Gum balls, a ball of gum could be a wad of gum. Drop Dead Gorgeous, is that a film title? It has 3 Ds in it, 2 in the word dead and 1 in the word drop. Let's try Drop Dead Gorgeous. 9 across is She Said What? In brackets, so probably a sound or facial expression, maybe gasp. She said what? Gasp? Celtic language, Gaelic, I think fits there. 15 across, harmonizer. Often, usually the altos harmonize with the sopranos who carry the melody. 10 down, potatoes in Urdu is aloo. Might see that on South Asian menus. Blank finder could be stud finder to find the stud in your wall. Small bouquet, a small bouquet of flowers would be a posy. Sopranos part is the melody. So we've got alto, 15 across and 21 across, the soprano singing the melody. 18 down, ruby is a gem. 24 across, sweet start, could be semi-sweet chocolate chips, for example. 23 across, forever and a day, could be eon. 25 across, 3D puzzle. Okay, so there will be 3 Ds in the answer, if I'm understanding the theme correctly. So a puzzle that has 3 Ds in it. Word ladder is a kind of puzzle. Sometimes do that in the newspaper when it appears. 23 down, academic domains. Okay, so same as we've got with .org, .edu would be the domain for an academic institution. 33 across, drag icon with 14 Emmys, probably RuPaul's Drag Race. 26 down, dorm figures are resident assistants, RAs. Globes are orbs for 36 across, and 33 down, lasso. Let's try rope for that. 41 across, seize the awkward spot. Is that a public service announcement? I'm not familiar with what that is, but I guess that fits. And 45 across, a basic French verb. You learn the verb être, to be, in an introductory French course. 34 across, throw on the floor. A throw that appears on your floor might be a throw rug. 37 across, hieroglyph beetle would be a scarab. 27 down, sinkhole is the drain, the hole in your sink. Hindu goddess whose name means impassable for 28 down. I don't know that. 42 across, fix in a bad way. Fix in a bad way. I'm in a fix. I'm in a bad situation. I don't know what it is. 38 down, blank rotation. Crop rotation. Oh, and then rig is to fix something in a bad way. I don't know this Hindu goddess, D-U-R-G blank. Not familiar with that. 47 across, 3D animation. Don't know that. Some kind of animated cartoon or movie that has 3Ds in it. No. 29 across is fragrant latte. Is that cafe? Cafe latte means coffee with milk in Italian. I guess, I'm not sure I got that one right. 35 across, DC summer hours would be Eastern Summertime, EST. 40 across, blank Pueblo, New Mexico. Don't know. 40 down, you're so right, spelled with text, in text speak. Don't know. 43 across, hang out after checking for rain. Don't know that. 44 down, investigative journalist blank B. Wells is Ida B. Wells, the muckraker. No, that's Ida Tarbell. Ida B. Wells fits. You're so right. 30 down, dish that resembles a jellied meatloaf. Ooh. Don't know what that is. I think cafe is wrong. 31 down, endearingly nerdy. And 32 down, teeny. Itsy bitsy. Ritty bitty. Fragrant latte. Is it a fragrant milk, an Italian word for something that is a type of milk that's fragrant? I don't know. 40 across, that's the Pueblo, New Mexico. Blank Pueblo. 43 across, hang out after checking for rain. And 47 across is a 3D animation. Okay, come to a grinding halt here. Don't know what's going on there. All right, 51 across, alias indicator, also known as AKA. 49 across, step on someone's toes, perhaps. Don't know. 50 down, gnarly, rad. Might be a synonym for gnarly. 47 down, spots for hustlers. A pool room, I don't know, 54 across, native Nebraskans. Omaha is a American Indian nation. That's where the name comes from, the name of the city. 54 down, some Keats works. Keats, a poet who probably wrote odes. 55 down, dress choice. A mini is a kind of dress, a mini dress. What's 56 down? Assert, could be a ver or a vowel. 3D printing for 59 across. No, 63 across, corporate bigwig, executive, exec. So maxi is another kind of skirt, larger than a mini. Entitled men with titles might be sirs. So a ver for 56 down, a ver and a vowel, common crossword misdirection. Moral philosophy for 46 down is ethics. David. Printing with David. I don't know. Step on someone's toes is trip. You can trip on somebody else's toes. Spots for hustlers, if this is an I. Discos. Everybody's doing the hustle. Everybody's shaking their bustle. Old enough to remember that. Trip, I guess, is to trip over somebody else's toes. To step on somebody else's toes, you would trip, I guess. 60 down, real hooter, an owl. It's a real hooter. 61 down, March 14th dessert. That's Pie Day. 3/14 is Pie Day, so you might have pie on that day. Snow Day Toy is a sled for 67 across, 64 across. Boo Boo is an owie. David Copperfield. David Copperfield is a book in addition to being a musician. So I guess it's a printing because it's printed material. And we've got 3 Ds, one at the end of Copperfield, 2 in David. Okay. Ignored the signs, perhaps, for 57 down. You sped. You ignored the speed limit signs. Tahoe for 1, 48 down is a lake. Reggae kin is ska, genre of music. Many unhappy returns for 39 down. Bad karma comes back to bite you. It returns. Bad karma. And then 3D animation is Donald Duck, an animated character with 3 Ds in his name. And Durga is a Hindu goddess whose name means impassable. Have to look up Durga and see what's going on there. Interesting. 43 across. Hang out after checking for rain. Is it air dry? Hang out. You are so right. No, 52 across. Cuban ingredient in a Cuban sandwich. Pork and ham sometimes, pickles and mustard. Do like Cuban sandwiches here in Miami, where they are easy to find. 58 across. Queen of Country McIntyre is Reba. 65 across. Animal whose name means eater of bark in Algonquian. I don't know the name in Algonquian, but I would guess it would mean beaver or some other animal that gnaws on trees, but begins with an M. Maybe moose. Do moose gnaw on trees? Maybe? I don't know. Not against for 62 down is 4. And 58 down, real hoot is a riot. Field for Kahlo, E. Burga. Kahlo, Frida Kahlo is a muralist. I think she was from Mexico. Burga, not a name I'm familiar with, but the E indicates that this may be a Spanish language answer. E means and in Spanish. So maybe arte, which is a Spanish word for art. Is this some kind of cheese? A dish that resembles a jellied meatloaf. Can't even think what that might be. Endearingly nerdy. Adorkable. I said standard time, but for summertime it would be daylight saving time. So adorkable is endearingly nerdy. Cuban ingredient is ham. You put on your Cuban sandwich. Fit to be tied is mad. Okay, teeny. Itsy bitsy or itty bitty. Air dry. You hang your laundry out to air dry, but first you'd have to check for rain to make sure it's not going to get rained on. Okay, I guess that's what's going on there. Is chai a latte? I know it's some kind of beverage. I haven't had it. Chai, just the Chinese word for tea, I think. You're so right. I dig you. I agree with you. This is a T or an S. Taos is a place in, I've got this mixed up. It's air dry. Head cheese is a dish I've heard of. I don't think I would try it if I saw it on the menu. But that may be a dish that resembles jellied meatloaf. I think it is brain. True dat, so right. I've heard of Taos, New Mexico. I haven't heard of Taos Pueblo, but maybe that is a place. And S for itsy bitsy is teeny weeny, like the itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. And I think S finishes the puzzle. There we go, 14 minutes for a Friday puzzle. Some difficulty today, and I thought initially 3D film. I picked up pretty quickly we're going to have a film title with 3 Ds in it, but I thought it would be D, a 3-word title with D beginning each word. That turned out not to be the case. I had a little mix up with chai. I guess that is a fragrant latte. A chai latte is a thing, I guess. I don't know. Never had one, so didn't quite get that one. Bad karma. David Copperfield. Took me a minute to figure out what printing means there. Just printing material. And head cheese. Kind of an unpleasant image to start your day, at least for me. All right. Thanks so much for joining me today. Please come back for more puzzles and games, and I'll see you next time.